She came back on a Tuesday. Of all the days, it was a Tuesday. He was making coffee. The same coffee he made every morning now. No sugar, just black. He had learned to like it that way. His phone buzzed. He didn't rush to check it anymore. That was new. That was something he had worked very hard to learn. But when he picked it up, his hand stopped. Her name was on the screen. For years of silence. And now, just a message. Hey, can we talk? He put the phone face down on the counter. He stood there, breathing slowly, looking at the wall. His coffee went cold. Let me take you back, because you need to understand who he was before her, and who he became after. His name was Daniel. He was not a complicated man. He liked quiet evenings. He liked old music. He liked the feeling of a good book in his hands. He was the kind of person who remembered small things. Your favorite color, the name of your childhood dog, the exact way you liked your tea. He paid attention. That was his gift. And maybe that was also his problem. Her name was Layla. She walked into his life at the wrong time. Or maybe the right time. He could never decide which one. She laughed loudly. She talked fast. She changed her mind every 5 minutes and never apologized for it. And he loved every single thing about her. They were together for 2 years. 2 years of morning calls, late night conversations, silly arguments about nothing, long drives without any destination. He had never felt so awake in his life. But something was always slightly off. He felt it in the small moments. When she went quiet for 3 days and said it was nothing. When she looked at her phone during dinner and smiled at something she never showed him. When she said, I love you, but her eyes were somewhere else. He noticed. He always noticed. But he told himself he was overthinking. He told himself this every night, staring at the ceiling, listening to her breathe beside him. He believed what he wanted to believe, because losing her felt like something he could not survive. The end came quietly. That was the part nobody tells you. There was no big fight, no dramatic moment, no door slamming. She just sat down one evening and said, I think I need to go. He asked her why. She said she didn't know. She said she felt lost. She said it wasn't about him, but it was about him. He knew it. She knew it. She just didn't have the words. Or maybe she didn't want to find them. He nodded slowly. He didn't cry, not in front of her. He helped her pack some things. He carried a box to her car. He stood on the sidewalk as she drove away. Then he walked back inside, sat on the kitchen floor, and fell apart completely. The first month was the hardest. He checked his phone every few minutes. Every notification made his heart jump. Every time it wasn't her, something inside him sank a little deeper. He stopped eating properly. He lost weight. His friends noticed, but didn't know what to say. He replayed every memory like a film he couldn't turn off. The first time she laughed at his joke, the way she held his hand in the car, that one rainy afternoon when they stayed in bed all day talking about nothing important. He missed the nothing. That's what hurt most. Not the big moments. The nothing. Months passed. He started going for walks in the morning. Not because he wanted to. Just because he needed somewhere to put his body while his mind tried to heal. He started reading again. Slowly at first. Then more. He called his mother more often. He had been bad at that before. He started noticing small things again. The color of the sky before rain, the smell of old bookshops, the sound of a city going quiet late at night. He was not okay, but he was learning the shape of not okay. And slowly, very slowly, he started sleeping through the night. A year passed, then another. He went on 2 dates. Neither one felt right. He didn't force it. He got a small promotion at work. He moved to a new apartment. Smaller, quieter. His. He painted one wall dark green because he always wanted to and never did when she was there. Nobody told him he couldn't. He started cooking on Sundays. Real food, not just toast and coffee. His laugh came back. Not the same laugh. A quieter one. More careful, but real. He was not who he was before her. He would never be that person again. But he was becoming someone new. Someone who had been broken and decided to build something different from the pieces. He was finally almost okay. And then she messaged him. Hey, can we talk? He picked the phone back up. He stared at her name for a long time. His first feeling was not anger. It was not joy. It was fear, because he recognized what was happening inside him. The old pull, like a wave he had fought for 4 years to escape. He typed 3 different replies, deleted all of them. He put the phone down again, made fresh coffee, drank it slowly, standing by the window, watching the street below. Then he called her back. Her voice was the same. That was the first thing he noticed. He had spent 4 years slowly forgetting exactly how she sounded. And in 3 seconds, he remembered everything. She said she had been thinking about him. She said she made a mistake. She said she was sorry. He listened. He did not interrupt. When she finished, there was silence. She asked him what he was thinking. He thought about the kitchen floor. That first night. How long he had stayed there. He thought about the walks. The books. The green wall. He thought about how hard it was to learn black coffee. He thought about all the mornings he had survived that she never knew about. He spoke carefully. He told her he heard her. He told her he believed she was sorry. He told her that 4 years ago, he would have said yes before she even finished the sentence. But something had changed. Not because he stopped caring, but because he had finally, just barely, started caring about himself. He told her he needed time. She said she understood. They stayed on the phone for a moment in silence. Then he said goodbye, and he put the phone down. He stood there in his small, quiet apartment, with his dark green wall, his black coffee, his return laugh. He didn't know what he would decide. Maybe he would call her back. Maybe he wouldn't. But for the first time in a long time, the decision felt like his. Not fear, not longing, not old pain. His. He picked up his book, sat down by the window, and breathed. Some people come back into your life right when you've learned to live without them. And maybe that's the cruelest timing of all. Or maybe it's just life testing you one last time to see how far you've come. Some stories never leave us. This is Behind the Smile. If you felt it, subscribe.